Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be starting a new series of tutorials, and this is going to be on the Retail Tycoon 2. And this first video is going to be just your basics, how to set up your brand new store. And I will be doing future videos with more complicated steps, but today is going to be just the basics. When I started playing it, my 11-year-old nephew had to help me figure out some stuff. So I figured there's some other people out there who might need some help too. And I'm going to try and help. I'm filming this on my phone, on Android. And it's maybe not the best quality, but it's what I have with me. And so that's what we're using today. And I apologize for any quality issues. So I've got the ROBLOX app open. I'm going to go ahead and click on Retail Tycoon. And you just bought a new shop, a small shop, and it's up to you what you want to do with it. Place shelves and registers, hire workers, drive down to the supply dock and get some goods to sell. Keep your customers happy and earn enough money to expand your store and become a retail tycoon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the green button. Game is loading. So these are previous stores that I have set up. What I'm going to do is open a brand new store so I can show you how to do it. So I'm going to click on the plus symbol. And a little box pops up, gives you the chance to name your store. I'm just going to name it Nanastand 9's New Store. And we're going to incorporate. The first thing you're going to need to do is claim some land to build your store. By hitting on the arrows, you can move through the available choices. They all have pros and cons. Some are closer to the supply dock. Some are further away. I'm going to go ahead and just choose this one at the corner just because it's right in the middle. So I'll hit the green claim. And Retail Tycoon 2 does offer a short tutorial. However, I didn't find it very useful. Again, as I said, my nephew actually ended up helping me more than the tutorial did. And since I'm making my own tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and skip this. So no, I got this. And boom, right in front of you is your new store. They give you a basic storefront and one parking space. Room for one car. We'll run inside the store. And here's your retail space. Through this door that says employees only is the garage, and this is where you can park the pickup truck that you can get to help you drive to the supply dock and back. You can also use it for storage, and an employees only door that just goes outside behind your store. I choose not to use the pickup truck because one, it's very time consuming to drive and pick up supplies every time I need them, and two, I'm just not that good at driving the truck. So there is an option in the game, which we'll learn about later, where you can have your supplies delivered automatically for a little bit extra expense. All right, so in the new store, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and customize the store for our own preferences. Up next to the $5,000 at the top is a little symbol that looks like a store, a little door with two windows, and then that yellow box on top. If you click on that, it brings up a box that gives you the choice to change the name of your store, which I already did, to change the color, the music, your store motto. We sell things, that's fine for now. And then it also tells you how you're doing in terms of decoration, crowdedness, shelter, and then some coming soon items like cleanliness, queue sizes, that kind of thing. What we want to do today is we want to change the main color. So I'm going to click on that yellow box, and it brings up a menu with different color choices. I am going to choose, let's do a medium purple. And then we can change the music. Click on that. Right now just jazz, but you have the option of none, pop, rock, jazz, and dance. I'm going to choose none just for the purposes of the tutorial because I don't want it to interfere with you hearing my voice. I can go back and change it later. Alright, so those are the choices, and I have fully customized my store. Close that box. And then the first thing I want to do is I want to set up some shelves with stock to sell and hire a cashier to sell it to people. So the first thing I'm going to do, up in the right hand corner, there are 4 symbols. An open box. Click that, and this is where you purchase your store inventory. And it gives you the choices: toys, clothing, canned goods, electronics, stringed instruments, outdoor equipment, power tools, furniture, etc. If you touch the line of the item, that's how you purchase it. And it also tells you what sort of shelves you need for your items. So for example, if I touch clothing, shirts, it shows 2 types of racks after it over here on the right hand side. Pants, it also shows the same 2 types of racks. If I touch cold food, it says steaks, you need that low freezer. Milk, you need the tall cooler. And eggs, you need the open cooler shelves. Fruit and vegetables, you can put in these square boxes. Electronics go on shelves, etc., etc. So it shows you exactly what type of shelves you need to purchase for your particular item. Now, you can only assign 1 item per shelf. So if you purchase 1 shelf, you can put, say, if it's just a basic shelf, it allows you to put canned goods or toys, etc. But you can only put like 1 specific thing, like canned fruit or canned beans or car toys. You have to purchase an additional shelf to put any additional items like toy rockets or canned beans or something different. So each shelf only allows 1 type of item. Go ahead, and I'm just going to start off with some canned food because that's a real basic item. So I'm going to highlight canned food, and I'm going to purchase 20 for $200, and it shows me the shelf symbol after: bean soup, canned fruit, and canned veggies, so I know what type of shelf to buy too. So I'm going to buy 20 for $200. Click that green box. Oh, nope, I can't because I haven't spawned in a truck. So here's where you get to choose the instant delivery. Right above where you purchase, you click it, and your price goes up 25%, but you don't have to drive. You don't have to waste the time going to get it and bringing it back. And that's acceptable to me. So I'm going to buy 20 for $250. All right, so I now own 20 canned food. As you can see, it appeared in yellow under stored. Close that. Now I need to buy a shelf to put it on. So the next symbol is the hammer, and that is where you can purchase shelves. Now you can see the outside of your store. I'm going to drag the screen forward so I can see inside my store. And down at the bottom, above that empty gray box, there's a bunch of symbols. The 5th one from the left is the shelves. And you can see that very first box is the type of shelf that it showed me that my canned goods can go on. And touch that, highlights it green. I'm going to warn you ahead, there's a glitch in this game. Sometimes you can't place it exactly where you want it in your initial attempts. It's just some kind of glitch. You try to place it and it just jumps away from you and goes somewhere else. So if we see that, well, then you're learning something, and so am I. You can see the shelf appeared, and I can move it about my store by just placing my finger on it and dragging it. The green arrows that you see in front of it, that shows the way the customer would approach the shelf. So for example, you couldn't put it up against the front like this because the customer's not going to approach it from outside and reach through a window. So you want to make sure those arrows are pointing in a direction that a customer is going to be able to access it. Once you have where you want to place it, you're going to touch that green hammer. And this is where the glitch appears, and I hope it's something they fix soon. But you're going to touch it, and yep, it jumped. So initially, I just move it around till I find a place that'll let me place it. and it just deducted the $500, so that shelf is now placed. And as long as I have this toolbox open, I'm going to go ahead and purchase my cash register. So the symbol immediately to the left of the shelves, that's the cash registers. The first one is a basic checkout. The second one is a checkout with like a belt that moves items. The third one is a self-checkout. I recommend not starting with the self-checkout because although you don't have to hire a cashier to run it, it's also very slow and the customers take longer to check out and they get frustrated and they'll start saying things like, this line takes too long and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a basic cashier. So I'll touch that first one. And again, we might get it jumping because of the glitch. I'm going to go ahead and place it here. No. Here. Yep. And let me place it there. And again, the green arrows show the direction that the customers approach it. Now, because I have a cash register, I need to hire a cashier. So I'm going to go ahead and close this box. And up at the top again in the right hand corner, there's the little symbol. Looks like two little people. Touch that. And here's where you can hire your employees. So the top choice is hire new cashier, hire new restockers. They'll do all the work of restocking the shelves for you as long as you have enough supplies to restock once the shelf starts getting low. Otherwise, you're going to be doing it yourself, and that is very time consuming. And then the third choice is to hire a manager, which I don't recommend until you're further into the game because they will spend your money automatically as soon as something gets low. They'll buy it, and you might have been using your money to build more walls or put in a fancier floor or expand your business, and they spend the money without asking, and all of a sudden you have to wait till more purchases are made. So I recommend hiring a manager further into the game once you have things established. I'm going to go ahead and hire my cashier. So touch that top box, hire new cashier, Zach Carter. Cashiers work the cash registers where customers pay for items before leaving. Hire for $200. And then it costs you $20 a minute. Close that box. Now I need to get the supplies on the shelves so the customers can make their purchase. So I already bought my 20 canned goods, and what I'm going to do is using this third symbol, third from the left, looks like shelves. If I touch that, up pop all my choices. But only certain items can go on this shelf, and I know canned items are one because when I purchased it, I noted that that was one of the available options. So I'm going to get some Campbell's soup. As you can see, under canned food, Campbell's soup is the second symbol. Touch that and highlights it. And then the shelf gets highlighted in blue. It says empty. I'm going to touch the shelf. And my cans appear. 20 cans out of 81 available spaces. Now my customers, I'm going to close that box. Now my customers can see the goods and they can make their purchase. And that customer left without purchasing anything. A new car should appear. And as these customers come in, you can tell what they're shopping for by just touching on them. And he's looking for canned goods that I do not carry. So you can see with the little red symbol, little red X, that means what he's looking for is not available. I'm going to touch the other customer. She is also looking for, I think that's fruit, not available. So now that I know what my customer is looking for, I can purchase an additional shelf. I can purchase additional products. We can start expanding to different type of products and all of that. But I'm going to end this here for now because we've got our basics. We customized the store to suit ourselves with the purple and shutting off the music for now. We got our first shelf. We got our first product. We got our cash register going, and we hired our first cashier. So we are now up and running and open for business. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I'll be doing more following each step of setting up your new store. I hope you'll subscribe, come back, and check in again, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And thanks again to my 11-year-old nephew, Nicholas, who helped me figure this out. Bye!